horse which stood in the third stall of the stable. By and by the old man came back, and they all sat down to dinner. When they had finished, the magician said, "Now, my son, tell me what you will have as the reward for your courage." "Give me the horse that stands in the third stall of your stable," answered the youth, "for I have a long way to go before I get home, and my feet will not carry me so far." "Ah, my son," replied the magician, "it is the best horse in my stable that you want. Will not anything else please you as well?" But the youth declared that it was the horse, and the horse only, that he desired, and in the end the old man gave way. And besides the horse, the magician gave him a zither, a fiddle, and a flute, saying, "If you are in danger, touch the zither. If no one comes to your aid, then play on the fiddle. But if that brings no help, blow on the flute." The youth thanked the magician, and fastening his treasures about him, mounted the horse and rode off. He had already gone some miles when, to his great surprise, the horse spoke and said, "It is no use your returning home just now. Your father will only beat you. Let us visit a few towns first, and something lucky will be sure to happen to us." This advice pleased the boy, for he felt himself almost a man by this time, and thought it was high time he saw the world. When they entered the capital of the country, everyone stopped to admire the beauty of the horse. Even the king heard of it, and came to see the splendid creature with his own eyes. Indeed, he wanted directly to buy it, and told the youth he would give any price he liked. The young man hesitated for a moment, but before he could speak, the horse contrived to whisper to him, "Do not sell me, but ask the king to take me to his stable and feed me there. Then his other horses will become just as beautiful as I." The king was delighted when he was told what the horse had said, and took the animal at once to the stables, and placed it in his own particular stall. Sure enough, the horse had scarcely eaten a mouthful of corn out of the manger, when the rest of the horses seemed to have undergone a transformation. Some of them were old favourites which the king had ridden in many wars, and they bore the signs of age and of service. But now they arched their heads, and pawed the ground with their slender legs, as they had been wont to do in days long gone by. The king's heart beat with delight, but the old groom who had had the care of them stood crossly by, and eyed the owner of this wonderful creature with hate and envy. Not a day passed without his bringing some story against the youth to his master. But the king understood all about the matter and paid no attention. At last the groom declared that the young man had boasted that he could find the king's war horse, which had strayed into the forest several years ago and had not been heard of since. Now the king had never ceased to mourn for his horse, so this time he listened to the tale which the groom had invented, and sent for the youth. "Find me my horse in 3 days," said he, "or it will be the worse for you." The youth was thunderstruck at this command, but he only bowed and went off at once to the stable. "Do not worry yourself," answered his own horse. "Ask the king to give you 100 oxen, and to let them be killed and cut into small pieces. Then we will start on our journey, and ride till we reach a certain river. There a horse will come up to you, but take no notice of him. Soon another will appear, and this also you must leave alone. But when the third horse shows itself, throw my bridle over it." Everything happened just as the horse had said, and the third horse was safely bridled. Then the other horse spoke again. "The magician's raven will try to eat us as we ride away, but throw it some of the oxen's flesh, and then I will gallop like the wind and carry you safe out of the dragon's clutches." So the young man did as he was told, and brought the horse back to the king. The old stableman was very jealous when he heard of it, and wondered what he could do to injure the youth in the eyes of his royal master. At last he hit upon a plan, and told the king that the young man had boasted that he could bring home the king's wife, who had vanished many months before.